gonna speak on dark green and light green. In society, I always tell people, only poor people gonna feel racism. Rich people ain't gonna feel racism. The reason I say that, LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, the Byron Allens, the Wallows, the Gillies, uh, anybody a multimillionaire working on billionaire status, they ain't gonna feel racism. They ain't gonna see racism. Cause see, the doors are open when you dark green. The doors are closed when you don't have nothing coming in. When you had capital, you can make a way, you can make revenue for them, or they can make revenue with you. They look at the world differently. And that's why I would tell people when I walk into the banking institutions, they looking at me as dark green. They ain't looking at me light green. I got good credit. I mean, they ain't looking at me as a ninja. I got good credit. I'm a real estate owner, shop owner, group home owner. I'm investing heavily in their financial institution because they can look at my account and see that I got tens of thousands of dollars in the accounts. They see that I pay off everything in a timely fashion. They can look at my credit and see I haven't missed a payment in 20 years. So they see that discipline factor. So they ain't gonna look at me like the average ninja. Now, when they talk to me on the phone before they start running check on me, yes, I might get that same that shoulder thrown at me. Or they might roll their eyes. But once they look at my bio, they look at my history, they look at my credit score, and they look at what I didn't deal with other institutions. Most likely they're gonna deal with me. So once you get yourself out of the situation and having a ghetto mindset, a Negro mindset, a hood mindset, you will start getting a lot more. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. You'll get a lot more stuff done. A lot of people don't know how to get out the ghetto. They don't know how to get that shit out their minds. If you focus on being successful, you focus on being rich, you focus on running the world, that shit gonna happen. That gonna happen. Like I tell people, I never speak anything negative to me about myself. I know I'm gonna live another 40 years. I know I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire, not just a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. I know I'm gonna have 10 more houses that I'm gonna have in 10 locations that I like to travel to. I know I'm gonna have my Lambo on my Ferrari and my Porsche sitting in my backyard. I know I'm going to be healthy. I know I'm going to be chiseled like Bruce Lee. I know I'm going to have good health because I speak that into my life. I don't speak anything negative on me. And sometimes when I do, you got to catch yourself and talk the positivity. I know I'm going to be great. So when you wake up every day, you got to tell yourself that you're going to be financially set because making money in this world, that's all that matters. A lot of people say that ain't what matters. Yes, it does. Being broke, being broke is not going to get you nowhere. You're a real man. Yes, I am. Thank you. I appreciate you too, my brother. If you are broke, I thank you. If you are broke, you will never accomplish shit in this world. A lady was on a platform the other day. She was talking about she ain't got no problem going 50-50. She said she make her money. She gonna be making well over 6 figures. And then somebody said, "What? Will you date a man I'm making that?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "How low would you go? Will you date a man who making $10 an hour?" It was a little slight pause. Then she goes, "Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that." Yes, you do. Poor men don't get the good women. We might get a good woman that we really care about, but the rich man get all the women. Rich man get all the love. Rich man get all the respect. Rich man have more dough open up. When up, and man, you need to pray. Did y'all pick him up? Did he get picked up? And I tell people, if you not striving to be successful or rich, you gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems in this world. You're gonna have problems, trust me. Cause money takes everything. It takes money right now for me to be on this platform. Cause I gotta still pay for this data. It takes money for me to wake up every day. It takes money for me to be healthy. It takes money for me to put food in my body. You can't do anything without money. So I tell people, once you start getting the mindset that you dark green and you bring something to the door, trust me, a lot of doors gonna open up for you. A lot of doors will open up. And when they open up, don't let them close. But one thing you gotta do once you become a dark green individual and you're dealing with the light green individual, you gotta humble yourself. You gotta be receptive to information. You can't be an asshole. You can't have extreme mood swings. You got to always be on point because people are not going to deal with a person that's volatile. that they can't figure out, that they can't understand. It might be cool to some environment if you think it is, but when you're going around the world and trying to deal with people who educated, who financially stable, who successful, who don't need you, they're gonna show you that they will close that door on you. People deal with people who have a different kind of mentality. And when you have a mentality that you want to grow and change everything and be successful, you start to call yourself dark green. I would never call myself black again because being black is a word that they use to define us and negativity. When I say I'm dark green, people know what I'm talking about. It feels good when you can walk around a certain group of people and walk into certain places and they're going to respect you. And I don't care about being respected in the barbershop. I don't care about respected in the club. I'm talking about you going in corporate America and the institution, the white institution, when they pull up all your information, like they're gonna say, damn, I'm sitting here with a shirt and tie on. I went to college and I'm not even doing what this African American brother doing. That would really get people. When people see you dressed like this, or people see where you might work at, but once they get there and say, damn, he own this, damn, he own this, damn, he got this in the account, damn, he got this kind of credit, that when people start looking at you differently because they're like, damn, I stereotype that individual. I gotta call him dark green. He on our level or higher than us. Everywhere LeBron James them gonna go, even for the rest of his life, not because of his basketball credentials, it's gonna be that he's a great businessman. They know whatever he touched, him and 50 Cent can turn to gold for him. When you go out there and lease their car, rent their car for you, you miss 5 payments, they know not to F with you no more. They know when they look at your credit score and it's 550, they know not to mess with you. Don't even take a chance. See, we take a chance with each other at home because they talk good, they make you feel bad, they throw that guilt trip. But in corporate America, they base it on light green and dark green. You can't do a guilt trip at Mercedes-Benz, think they're gonna give you that car with a 520 credit score unless you're gonna pay that high interest rate. When you go buy that house, they ain't gonna sit there and give you the house when they know you ain't been working the last 2 or 3 years and your W-2 reflect that and you still got bad credit. So when you start changing your mindset, a lot of shit will happen in your life. A lot of good things will happen in your life. Think about being dark green and not light green. Peace out. Os.